I have no pants on right now, so that should tell you how I feel walking out of Sinners. Welcome back to the channel, man. This is Zay Reviews. Today we're reviewing Sinners by Ryan Coogler. I just saw it in theaters, and wow, I expected something great from Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler is a great director. Honestly, every single movie that he's put out, I have a fond opinion of. I have a good opinion of. I think Sinners is great. One of my favorite things about Sinners is the fact that it's entertaining for the general audience. If you are a person that is not really into movies, you're not up to date on like every single movie that's coming out all the time like I am. I'm always locked in on movies. I'm always trying to go to the theater. If you're a person that movies isn't really your hobby, I feel like you can still enjoy Sinners for what it is. A lot of directors, their first priority is not always to entertain the general audience. Sometimes their first priority is to get across themes that they want to talk about, or get across some type of lesson in the movie. But your first priority when creating movies and creating art for people around the world is so that people can be entertained. I believe that that's your first priority as a director and as a creator of art. And Ryan Coogler achieves that times 1,000. When you go see this movie, I think from minute one, you are locked into the story and you're locked into the characters. The acting all around and the writing is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Right away, I have to say the guy that plays Sammy is fantastic. I think he's a great POV character, a character that the audience can put themselves into the shoes of and then experience the movie through the point of view and perspective of that character. He does a great job of nailing the emotional moments and also making you root for him a little bit more. When he bags Jamie Lawson's character, and says things to her that I'm not gonna spoil, but it's freaky. When he says those things to her, I was excited. I was hyped. I was like, yes, he bagged her. Thank God. Another thing I want to talk about, really the star of this movie, Michael B. Jordan. One of the best things about Sinners is the fact that Michael B. Jordan, with his performance, you truly believe that Smoke and Stack are two different people. You truly believe that in terms of how they each carry themselves, how they each have different mannerisms, and how they even talk different. You know what I mean? All of that, gets to a point to where you really believe that these characters are two different characters, and you start to see them differently, especially with, the clothes that they wear and then the personalities that they have. Now, another thing about Sinners, like I was saying earlier, while it is entertaining, it still manages to have deep themes and lessons that you can take away from the movie. And I thought that was honestly one of my favorite parts about the movie was the fact that within each scene, you could break things down from each scene and then each, shot, and almost every single line had things that you can take away from it and lessons, and it all, offered itself to the overall story. You know what I mean? Nothing, no line, no scene was wasted. Everything was important. Everything mattered. Really, what I see this movie as are the corporate entities of capitalism taking black art and turning it into a commodity, turning it into a product that they can sell back to white audiences. That's exactly why you saw Remick, the villain vampire. That's exactly why you saw him take the black people, and then turn them and make them do like some type of Irish jig, whatever that was. First off, that was hilarious. All right. That was hilarious. Watching these black people, who you just saw in the music scene, the fantastic music scene, by the way. Watching these black people who you just saw in the music scene start doing an Irish jig. I was crying, man. I honestly, Ryan Coogler, you had me. Okay, you had me. I think it's overall about the commodification of black art. And it's also, I think, some more things that I took away from it was from Hailee Steinfeld's character, who is so important in the movie. And she honestly is she serves as the movie's turning point, in my opinion. As soon as spoilers, I hope you've seen the movie. It's been like 3 weeks now. As soon as she goes out and not only get the money but tries to see the better in her white brethren, that's immediately where the movie turns. Hailee Steinfeld had such a pivotal role in the movie in in terms of the plot and moving it forward, but also as a character and showing us some of the dangers of whiteness. I will have to say that the third act, while it is fun, action packed, and even the ending is great. I love the ending, but I think some of the third act I was just a little bit less locked in for the third act because the build up was so good, and I just loved getting to know each of these characters. And it was kind of the first two acts were kind of like getting the band back together, but it was a band that I never knew, and I just wanted to spend more time with these characters before they all died. I enjoyed the fact that while Ryan Coogler never explained these characters' backstory, you still got a proper feel for who they were and what they could have done in the past. You kind of felt the history. You felt the behind the scenes with every single character with, the Smokestack twins. I thought that was wow. You know what I mean? Wow. I really love this movie. I would definitely recommend that you go see it in theaters. You know what I mean? Go have that experience, with other people and stuff like that. It was a great movie. It was a great movie. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. My rating for the movie is definitely going to have to be 4.5 out of 5 stars. Sinners is great. Go see it in theaters. I really loved it. Now, what about you? Did you like Sinners? Did you hate Sinners? Tell me in the comments below. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Feel me? Do all the things so your boy can get the views up. Because I'm trying to get the views up. Feel me? Trying to get the views up. Alright. See y'all later. This was a great movie. Next review coming. Thunderbolts.